Although I was the woman the CEO had kept by his side the longest, I still believed that as soon as his first love returned, I would end up in a bad situation. So when that girl returned, I chose to leave secretly, already pregnant. 3 years later, I ran into him with our child, and he crazily hugged me tightly. He told me, "This time, you'll never escape from my side again. Never, ever." I was at a dreadfully boring socialite afternoon tea party. To be precise, it felt like many socialites against a lone sugar baby. My inclusion in this high society circle was only due to the person I was associated with, an individual as prominent as a dazzling gem at the pinnacle of the social pyramid. The old adage that success brings everyone along rings true here. Having risen from the grassroots, I have learned the value of recognizing the right moments and keeping things in perspective. Therefore, despite being with Xander for almost 2 years, the longest he has kept a woman, I've never allowed myself to become arrogant or presumptuous. At that moment, I wisely chose to sit in a discreet corner, enjoying the macarons on my plate. Yet, somehow, the conversation shifted back to me. "Jenna, we're all curious. Mr. Northbrook always seems so stoic and reserved. Is he the same in bed? You know, Jenna, just his glance makes me shiver. Don't you find him intimidating? Is Mr. Northbrook severe in private? He's so difficult to please. How did you manage to win him over? And, just between us, Jenna, is Mr. Northbrook particularly skilled in that area?" My fork shook in my hand. "Well, he's quite ordinary. Actually. That's impossible. Mr. Northbrook doesn't seem like he could ever be just ordinary. Mr. Northbrook is very busy with work. We rarely see each other." I managed to murmur a few words, feeling more and more uncomfortable, when suddenly my phone rang. When "Sugar Daddy" flashed on the screen, I let out a sigh of relief and quickly stepped aside to take the call. Xander's voice, weary but clear, asked, "Where are you? Did you go out for tea?" "Yes, and I went shopping too." "What did you buy?" "A bag and a necklace." "Get yourself a new skirt." "I just bought one. A nightgown." "Mr. Northbrook." My cheeks turned red, and I glanced around guiltily before swiftly turning off the speakerphone. "I'll pick you up in an hour." Xander, always succinct, ended the call. Seizing the chance to leave early, I returned to the mall and bought a new skirt, a nightgown. It was a sexy, black silk gown with a low-cut neckline and high slits at the sides, subtly trimmed with lace. It was just the type Xander loved most. As soon as I entered his Maybach, Xander motioned for me to sit on his lap. I climbed onto his lap and settled down obediently. Fresh from a full-body spa, my skin was smooth, pale, and fragrant, delicately nestled in his embrace. Xander, clearly enjoying the moment, took off his glasses and stowed them in the compartment. He grasped my waist with his long fingers. "Gained some weight?" He pinched gently, his tone surprisingly pleased. "I've been overeating lately. I'll start dieting tomorrow." Despite being with him for nearly 2 years, such intimacy still made me shy, my ears turning red. "No need to diet. You're perfect this way." Xander tightened his hold on my waist, and I leaned against his chest submissively. "Mr. Northbrook, you must be tired from your business trip and picking me up. Then shouldn't you give me a reward tonight?" I raised my eyes to his, a mixture of shyness and indignation in my gaze. "Shouldn't you be resting after a weary journey?" Xander let out a soft chuckle, his fingers slowly pulling down my shoulder strap. "Jenna, you're becoming quite bold. I am concerned about Mr. Northbrook's health." Xander's eyes slowly trailed down from my face. He raised his hand and playfully flicked the delicate embroidery on my collar. "True, ordinary lover just won't satisfy our delicate Miss Chandler." My eyes widened dramatically, and the fingers around his strong waist turned ice cold.